In this episode, I show off my new super yacht, do some trespassing, and photograph Tower Bridge. Good evening and welcome to a London vlog. Feels so great to be able to say that again because I've been travelling a lot, back and forth to Sweden, been working till stupid o'clock every night, often left the office past midnight and just have had zero time to dedicate to YouTube. So definitely feels great to be back. And here we are on, guess what, yet another sunset chase, and I'm really excited to get out in London tonight and hopefully get some great shots along the way. So I'm just actually pretty close to the Tower of London and Tower Bridge, so hope to set up the camera there and catch the sunset, which you can't see right now, but it's actually a little bit overcast, a little bit of glow in the background, so it might be a moody sunset at best, and at worst it'll just, the clouds will wash away all the colours, so fingers crossed it doesn't happen, but time will tell. So right now we're walking along the moat of the Tower of London, so that's this behind me, there's the Tower of London, and this over here is the moat. So I'm not walking here by coincidence, because in the moat it's actually a really beautiful composition, and that's going to be my first shot for tonight, and I can't wait to share this specific spot with you guys. Well, it's not something super unique, I mean I've seen it on Instagram many times, but it's maybe you haven't, so it would be a perfect opportunity to show you what that composition's all about and why I personally find it really great. So let's head over there and set up, and I'll talk you through my shot. So here we are at the first location, and I hope I haven't promised too much. So this is the view I'm after, with the Tower Bridge here in the background, just framed in by the wall of the Tower of London, as well as this other wall of the street that leads up to the bridge, so as well as this walkway down here. They just make for some amazing leading lines that really guide the viewer's eye right onto the subject, which of course is Tower Bridge. And that's what I love about this specific place. It's just such an obvious composition, but it's just very striking the way all these lines just lead you into the subject, and if you capture it properly and edit it well, you're really onto a winner here. So I'll tell you which lens I used and which filters I used just to make the picture really pop. So this right here is my 85mm prime lens. I do most of my shots using prime lenses. I just feel they give a much sharper and much crisper result, and that's why I love using them. So, and then attached to the front, I've got a soft graduated filter. And let me talk you through why I chose that. As you can see here, the sky is a lot brighter than the foreground, so it just made sense to use this filter over here, just to blend in the sky a bit, and then have the foreground a bit brighter. So that's the choice of filter. And the 85 brings you in really close because it's a telephoto range, so the subject really is zoomed in and highlighted, so that's just the perfect choice of lens for me. And without further ado, here's the final result. It's time to mix this up a bit, walk around the side of the bridge and get a bit of a different angle onto the bridge. So the first one was a very straight on shot, we were facing the towers and had the bridge running away from us, but now maybe I want to get to the side of the bridge just to get a bit of the different angle, probably use a different lens as well, and would make for a completely different photo. So that's the plan. Still trying to figure out where exactly I'm going to set up to get the second shot, but yeah, I'm sure we'll have it figured out in a second or two. So it's the middle of summer, and that also means the highest tourist season for London. So what you can see behind me is just a lot of people blocking the shot, and it will be very difficult to get a good composition here because I like to keep my shots nice and empty, very crisp, empty, clean, and so you can just focus on the subject, and that's what I'm all about. So definitely won't be taking any photos here, but I think I know one or two more spots that I'm going to try instead, and there should definitely be a lot more empty. I can already see the first one in front of me, and this is definitely a winner. So fingers crossed it works out, because it's actually not a place you're supposed to be. Going to be jumping over fences and stuff to get there, which in turn makes it entirely empty of people. So yeah, let's see if we can be a little bit sneaky and get away with this. spot's obviously a lot better because you don't have all those people in your shot, and it's a very different angle to what everybody else gets. So that's why I love it. And also, check out how beautiful the sunset's looking tonight. That sky's looking insane. So yeah, for this shot, I wasn't going to set up a tripod because security could be kicking me off at any point in time. So instead I went for a handheld shot. Opened the aperture up wide enough to get a fast enough shutter speed to shoot handheld. So ISO 160th of a second at f3.5. So got the shot just right. And yeah, really happy with the outcome. But I hope to hear your opinion on the shot as well. Let me know what you think of this shot in the comments below. It's a little bit of a shame about that sailing ship just right in the middle blocking the Tower Bridge, but the Tower Bridge actually opened as well, so that doesn't happen every day, and certainly does not happen every day with such a beautiful sunset behind it. So not super happy for shot. I think it would, because of that sailing ship blocking Tower Bridge, it's just not quite perfect, but was worth giving it a shot anyway. So with that being said, I hope that's not the last shot we'll be taking tonight, because currently walking to location number 3, and this one's quite special to me. Always one of my favourite places in London. I haven't been here in months, so it's about time I revisited it, and I'm pretty excited to be there with such a beautiful banging, burning sunset. So definitely keeping my hopes very high on this one, and yeah, can't wait to set up shop. Hopefully going to be doing some long exposures, maybe get some cloud movement in the sky as well, so that's going to be good. But let me not promise too much, because if you make promises, you also got to deliver on them. So yeah, let me stop rambling and get to the next spot. So I hope I didn't promise too much, but I absolutely love this location. So look at this composition in the background, just incredible. And we got even lucky today because there's a warship docked right here, so that's super cool. Makes for a great foreground element. But in the background, this time around, Tower Bridge is completely unobstructed, so that looks a lot more better than the first shot, the second shot we took today. And then we also got the shard in frame as well back here, so that's just looking really beautiful. And yeah, so like I said, I'd be trying some long exposures. That's exactly what I've been doing, and I'll talk you through my setup, the settings used, and how I obtain my results that way. Also, I don't know if you can see over here, I've got my, just there, I've got another camera set up that's just recording a time-lapse. So whenever you're shooting stills, it's always nice to have a time-lapse running in the background, which just gives you a bit of extra footage, a little bit of extra b-roll, and I'll probably use that to end this video with, just as the ending credits. So for this shot, I'm using my 35mm prime lens, and attached to the front is a soft graduated filter, again to keep the sky a bit darker than the foreground, as well as having a 6-stop filter slotted in there, because I want to do a long exposure. Also, by the way, how ridiculous is this super yacht? Can't believe that belongs to one person. Even got like a whole jet ski garage here in the back. That's just crazy. And yeah, so here's the composition I'm going for. Went for 150-second exposure, which got me a bit of cloud movement in the sky, but more importantly, made this water super smooth. So yeah, I got these light reflections and really streaky, ultra smooth surface of water. And that's just the beauty about long exposures. Just gives you that different feel that you wouldn't ordinarily obtain with a fast shutter speed. So yeah, 150 seconds at f16 ISO 50 looks something like this. So one important piece of information I conveniently forgot to add about this location is where the location actually is. So if you ever want to get shots just like this, I highly recommend you head over to Wapping, which is where this is. Set up your tripod over here and try to get shots just like that. Definitely recommend it. Well, I vouch for it myself. The proof is in the pudding. So yeah, definitely a great location to check out. So done shooting here today because it's getting darker and darker, and kinda that's not really my vibe, so gonna call it a day here, and just wanted to say thank you for watching. If you're new around here, I do these kind of things all the time. Head out, grab my camera and take you behind the scenes with me and show you the beauty of London and other places all around the world. So if that's something you're interested in, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button below and join me on future adventures. And to all returning people, thanks for joining me on this journey yet again. Really appreciate you having you on board every time, and would really appreciate it if you hit that like button and drop a comment below, because it really makes a difference. So for all that advertising behind us, thank you for watching and good night.